Oh, god damn, I can't. I wish my brain had brains.
The Francis Project.
Okay, I asked you before that I guess you didn't hear me because of the door. Can you do a sound check on the camera here?
Sound check.
Well, wait, are you going to marinate this steak first? You gotta. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
No, I'm not marinating a steak.
Well,
no.
What about the oregano? What about the seasoning and everything you said you were going to put on?
It'll go on right now, dumbass.
Okay, well, I can't see. Okay, that's real smart, Perry. Put that right in front of the camera.
Okay.
All right, now explain to the camera what you're doing.
Steak, foreman. Okay. Do I have to point this down?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, you do it. I'm not plugging the thing in yet. I'm going to put everything on here.
Right, but explain what you're doing. Like,
I will explain as I'm cooking.
Can you just listen without talking over me? Okay, you're doing a cooking show. Can you explain the process? I want the cut of the meat. Explain what you're going to be.
I'm not cutting any of the meat.
If you would just stop talking for a second and listen. I want you to explain what I didn't say you to cut the meat, Perry, and if you'd listen, maybe you'd hear something. I want you to explain what the cut of the meat is, what type of steak it is. And don't talk and don't dart, just listen. Then I want you to explain what kind of seasoning you put on it and how you're cooking it, okay? That's all I want. Thank you. Now you can talk to the camera.
This is a Gelson's Angus New York, it's an Angus New York prime rib, I believe. Yeah, it's a full prime rib. Just under about 5-6 ounces. I mean, yeah. Okay. Now, the foreman is the best way to cook a steak and the easiest way to make a steak. I'm turning it on now. Maybe I shouldn't turn. Actually, I'm not. I shouldn't turn it on now. Let's get the seasoning on here first. The foreman I've been using for years, and it was interesting. As you see, you cook a foreman by putting your meat, whether it's a steak or sausages or bacon or stuff like that, on the foreman. It cooks on both sides. The bottom, which this is the bottom where I just pulled out the drawer that all your juices will drop right into the drawer, so it doesn't get over you all over the place. Like if you make it on a frying pan on your stove, it's going to get juices all over your stove. You don't want that. All your juices will go right into the drain, and the fat will disappear that way. And if you're not using a Foreman grill to cook, you're kind of foolish and an idiot in my eye. Brand new jar of minced garlic. I'm gonna paint some garlic on my steak.
So just to be clear, this is minced garlic you're rubbing on here?
Minced garlic, yes.
Okay. Are you going to get it on both sides?
No.
Just one? Okay. Is it one side going to be uneven?
The top side. Everything's going to be on the top and not on the bottom.
And now, is that a specific reason for that, or are you just being lazy?
Why would I mince the bottom?
Well, I mean, usually when you're coating a steak, you're getting both sides. Now it's only going to get on one side. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I don't need to put stuff on the bottom of the steak when gravity drops.
Okay, so laziness.
Everything on the bottom of the steak will end up on the grill, not on the steak.
Right, so it's the Perry way. We get it.
The Perry way. Yeah, it is my way. It's my way and it's the right way, okay? It's cooking with Perry, not cooking with Tom. So the garlic adds flavor and it adds a little spice to it. This might be a little too much garlic. I just like to overdo it. But I'm also Italian, and we and us wops love our garlic, okay? And that's the way I do things with my garlic. And now, whole oregano. There's oregano, and I will be using pinches of oregano throughout the steak.
So just, you don't coat it in olive oil or use any kind of butter?
No. No. Butter? Hell no. Hell no with butter. You never use butter on a steak, moron. Now, also I'm adding Italian seasoning. This is Italian seasoning. So that's definitely always added. Seasoned salt.
So it's the minced garlic, then oregano, then Italian seasoning, and then seasoned salt.
Right.
But only on one side, because who cares about the underside?
Why would you want to do it on the bottom when the bottom is just going to cook onto the grill, not onto the steak? Okay.
Hey, I'm not the chef. You are.
And then parsley. It's called gravity, dumbass. All you need is one side to season.
Can you get it? Wait, before you close that, can you get a close up of the steak with the camera, just so we could like point to it? Like point to it. Yeah.
Right here. Okay. There's the steak, and it's going to cook about 5-10 minutes.
Can you put the camera real close to that so we could just see it up close? Okay, so we got the minced garlic on there, plus oregano, plus Italian seasoning, and then what is that? The last thing you put on there?
Parsley.
Parsley.
Parsley flakes.
Parsley flakes. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you put it back. And what was the reason why it's only on one side?
Gravity, fool.
Okay. So how do you know when the steak's done with the foreman? There's no like readout on it or anything. You can't get a visual on it.
All you know is by testing it.
Now there's someone in the chat here, and they're just, I don't know if they're a chef or anything, but I don't know what you make of this. They're saying what Perry is doing here is a war crime against steak.
A war crime? Why? Because it's on a foreman grill and you don't know how to cook? It's the only way to cook steak. Moron. War crime. Fucking dumbass.
How's that baked potato going, by the way?
Getting there. It's got 2 minutes left.
In the toaster oven.
You know it looks.
So you just put it, you don't put it in foil or anything, you just throw it in the way it is.
No, I clean it and I make sure it's done. It's almost ready. Down. Hey! God damn it. Oh, shit.
Kiss it up to God, it's still good.
Loose freaking,
How's that steak looking?
Getting there.
Now, I don't see the gravity at play. I don't see the bottom half getting all that stuff you put on.
The bottom half doesn't need the stuff that's put on the top. Okay? You don't need it on both sides. That's kind of redundant and ridiculous. Well, because steak, you don't need butter on a steak, moron.
But why?
God,
But why do you lather it on that? Like you're giving a very generous amount of butter, but not on the steak.
Steaks don't need butter, stooge.
Okay.
God,
all right. I mean, that goes against a lot of things that I've heard about steak, but okay.
What you heard, well, whatever.
Are you going to get like a meat thermometer for the steak? Like, how do you know the inner temperature of the steak right now?
By the way I look at it, okay?
It's just by looks. Okay.
That's the only way I cook, is by looks.
The Perry way.
Yeah, the right way.
Well, it is cooking with Perry. Oh my God, that looks scrumptious. We gotta cook it, we gotta cut into this. You know, it's kind of easy, like it just kind of, can we see what the other side looks like? It is kind of an all-in-one device. Oh, and look at the grill. You know what? I will say the grill marks look really nice. That looks like the kind of steak you'd get at Fridays.
Better than Fridays. Like Angus. That's a Black Angus cook.